Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lasco Regional Park in the Mandarin section of Jacksonville, Florida, as we're ready for NCCAA Division II South Region men's soccer between the home team Trinity Baptist College Eagles and the Bruins of Bob Jones University, coming down from Greenville, South Carolina. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and Dean is back on the camera here this evening as the Eagles take on the Bruins and look to even up the season series at a game apiece. We've changed locations tonight, as we've done a few times in the past, due to weather conditions at TBC throughout the week. And Lasco Regional Park staff members, we always give them the thanks for allowing us to come down and use their facilities. An absolutely beautiful field. A little bit different section of town, but that's all right. Men's soccer is about to begin. The Eagles will be starting off from the left to the right, wearing the home whites with the blue numbers. And the Bruins from Bob Jones University are in the navy blues with the white jerseys. They will be going from the right to the left across your screen. These two teams met earlier in the season in Greenville, South Carolina. September 26th, the BJU Bruins won that game 6-0. And the Bruins have an overall record of 5 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie. But they are a perfect 4 wins and no losses within the South region. Meanwhile, the TBC Eagles have won 3 consecutive South Region games, 2 over Johnson University of Florida and 1 over Toccoa Falls College. The Eagles are 2-7 overall on the season and a total of 2-2 in the South Region. They have fallen to the Bruins and 1-0 to the Eagles of Pensacola Christian College. And as you see, this ball game is underway. In case you're just now joining us, pull up a chair. We're only less than a minute in. All the way across the far side, Nazir Guanipa battles with Micah Klein for the ball. That one goes out of bounds, and Bob Jones will have to throw in. Hello to Mr. Johnny Gammett, fantastic SID of Bob Jones University. Great communication he and I always have as we get ready for sports in any of the sports genres, soccer, basketball, you name it. Johnny Gammett, fantastic job at Bob Jones University. Eagles now with possession. Pablo Garcia lost control of the ball, and the Bruins are able to take possession on their offensive side of the field. Leading scorers for the Bruins, Victor Aladipo with 6, and Eli Solomon also with 6. As you see, a cross pass knocked up in the air by Declan Owen, headed towards midfield. Man down, no call, incidental contact. Connor Barton back up on his feet very quickly. Paris Reagan leads the Trinity Baptist College Eagles with 6 goals, and Declan Owen 7, followed by Pablo Garcia with 4. Oh, and Nazir Guanipa also has 6. Into the penalty box, first shot of the game taken and saved by goalkeeper Trey Nieves. Rashid Larishi with the shot attempt. 3 goals, 1 assist on the season, and there's that big boot from Trey Nieves. No wind at all here in Mandarin, and that ball went a long way off the foot of Trey Nieves. 80 degrees, partly cloudy. The sun is just now getting ready to start its sunset. That'll cool us down a little bit more. Nieves inside the box is able to pick that one up and keep Bob Jones from making the play. Rashid Larishi was in the vicinity. We've had a lot of rain throughout the week. Again, last night, a lot of football fields in the area in mud throughout their games. I'll bet the players loved playing in the mud last night. Nothing has fallen today, and it's been gorgeous out here. Partly cloudy again, probably in the very high 70s as we speak, and only a 20% chance of rain as we continue on through the game. Evan Hasbrook will track down the ball, and he'll do the throw in for the Eagles. Hasbrook with the throw in. Looking for Like Hilbert. Just a little bit out of Hilbert's reach. And the Bruins defense able to take possession. Try to send their ball upfield. Nick Lockridge, the big man, wears number 2, comes up from the backfield near midfield. Ball is loose. Hilbert trying to catch up to Lariche. And Lariche will slow things down and allow his teammates to get into scoring position. At midfield, Bruins looking for a chance to advance. Hasbrook intercepts the pass and is able to beat the attacker to the ball. Hasbrook looking to clear it out of bounds. He falls down and comes up holding the ball, but it was out of bounds, so that'll be a throw in for the Bruins. Deep in the offensive territory are the Bruins. A throw in right inside the box and cleared upfield by Pablo Garcia. Micah Klein controls the ball, backs it up towards midfield. That is Caleb Myers, who has 1 assist on the season. Now this one's sent inside. Hasbrook tries to head it away and is able to clear it for the first corner kick of the game. So Bob Jones will have the first corner kick. All Eagles defenders inside the penalty box. Bruins attackers now make their charge. Here's the pass inside and headed upfield again by Garcia. And this time it's cleared by Hasbrook towards midfield and tracked down by James McCarty. We've seen James McCarty take on TBC many times over the last few years. Battle for the ball right at the top of the 18-yard box. Sent toward the inside, the header towards Nieves. That header attempt by Conley Burke and save number 2 by Trey Nieves. 2 shot attempts, both on goal, both blocked by the Eagles goalkeeper, and a long boot upfield by Nieves. This one's kept in bounds. Charlie Barkman sends it upfield. Collision and a Bruins player down as Nieves picks this one up right at the top of the box. That is Burke, but he is up very quickly and gets himself back into play. Conley Burke, 1 goal, 3 assists on the season. One man coming in on Nieves, and he sends one our direction past midfield and tracked down by Guanipa. He keeps this one in bounds. Barkman, though, gets back on the defense very quickly. Guanipa tries to get around. Barkman playing very tight defense. Hasbrook to Guanipa. Wall pass and then sent back inside the box. Cleared away. That was James McCarty keeping that ball out of the potential scoring area. Bruins have scored 31 goals. Or check that, that's the Eagles. 31 goals. And they have 20 assists, 42 goals allowed for the TBC Eagles on the season, 9 games overall. Bob Jones has scored 38 goals, 24 of those with assists, and have allowed 39. Lockridge collides with a man, and that's going to be a foul on Nick Lockridge. Conley Burke drew the contact. Nothing coming out of the official's pocket. But that will be a free direct kick for Bob Jones. Everybody is ready to resume play. Again, the Eagles defenders inside the 18-yard box. Bob Jones trying to make it a little difficult to see who's going to take that kick. There's the pass inward, batted up in the air and headed up by Lockridge. Pablo Garcia clears it away. Into the possession of Caleb Myers. He sends this one all the way up front Two men giving chase, one from each team, and it's won by Gashi Lariche. Lariche has 3 goals and 1 assist on the season. And that one is going to be out of bounds and will be a corner kick for Bob Jones. Check that, a throw in. It was near the corner, but still inbounds on the side. Reese Johnson, our official stat keeper here once again this evening. Always glad to have Reese by my side. Also helps me keep straight of who's doing what out there on the field. Sun is starting to go down. It's behind the clouds. Lights have not come on yet. Here in late October, sun starts to set a little bit earlier in Jacksonville. And a tap pass towards the goalkeeper, Chris Moncheski, who has allowed 5 goals on the season, and that's a terrific job in 7 games. And the Bruins play extremely tough NAIA competition outside of the South region. He has 18 saves, so the defense has not allowed a large number of shots. And we'll have a whistle all the way across the field, some hard contact, and that's going to be a free direct kick for the Bruins. Trinity Baptist is coming off a 13-0 win this past Tuesday over Johnson University of Florida. They played much of that game with 10 men. They have 12 available tonight. Eddie Young waiting his chance to get into the game a little bit later on. Bruins set up for the free kick. And again, they make it a little tough on the Eagles defenders to see who's taking the kick. That pass attempt inside the box, then cleared away. And controlled by Mario Figueroa. Hilbert pushes Figueroa outside the box. And Laurishi, the big man, over near the left sideline. Laurishi dribbles inside the box, tried to pass this one inside, and Nathan Williams knocks this one out of bounds for a corner kick for the Bruins. Little computer issue keeping me from seeing everything on the screen to let you know about the players like I like to do. And I have an obstructed view down in the corner. Taking that corner kick, though, is Mario Figueroa. It's a good kick right in front of the box, but the Eagles were able to clear it away. There's Nazir Guanipa trying to beat defenders. Finds Paris Reagan wide open, but he's going to be called for the offsides. Reagan looked like he had a chance at a shot on goal, but he was just about a half step beyond the defender, and the official calls the offsides. Great advancement by Trinity Baptist. Unfortunately for the Eagles, the whistle nullified the potential shot attempt. This is Laurishi passing this one down to Barkman near the corner. He tries to send it inside, and Hasbrook, the presence of mind to clear it to the sideline and a throw-in instead of a corner kick. That time Barkman had a little trouble keeping it in bounds, so the Eagles will have the throw-in. There's a pickup soccer game going on behind us, so you might hear some sounds from the gentlemen just playing a little neighborhood soccer while we watch the Eagles and the Bruins. Peter Waddy took the pass, but he was offsides. He was gearing up to take a shot himself. No score in case you're just joining us. We're about 13 minutes into the first half. Bob Jones University at Trinity Baptist College. We're at Lasco Regional Park in Mandarin, just a couple of miles from my own home. So, Reese, I always like it when they play here. It's a really short drive home instead of that I-295 racetrack for about 17 miles that we have to deal with usually. Yeah, Reese says he drives that quite a bit and has a lot of fun. I-295 Beltway around town. Hey, if you like NASCAR, you'll like driving on that highway. There's Laurishi trying to get inside, and he's blocked by Hasbrook. This one goes out of bounds. Hasbrook pleading his case that Laurishi was the last one to touch it, but that's going to go as a corner kick to the Bruins. And that is their third corner kick coming up. So Dean and I get to take just a couple of local roads to get home tonight. Figueroa, as he's done so far, taking the corner kick, curves it in towards the goal. And we have a whistle and a free kick coming for the TBC Eagles. No contact, foul called on Bob Jones. And Trey Nieves will take the free kick. Williams hits the Clan Owen with Figueroa coming up from behind. The pass back to Nieves means he has to keep it on the ground, and a wide open shot misfired by Conley Burke. Burke got a foot on that one, popped it up in the air, and Nieves tried to shift his feet back quickly, lost his footing. Burke had a wide open shot toward the goal, and he pushed it wide to the right. Burke had a little bit of frustration after not connecting on the open opportunity. Long pass upfield towards Guanipa. However, two Bruins defenders will beat Guanipa to the ball. This one's heading right toward us and out of bounds, and the Eagles will have a throw-in. There you get a great look at Coach Dan Robertson in his first season at the helm of Trinity Baptist College. He's out of Clarks Summit University. And tonight he's assisted by our game day coordinator and also assistant men's soccer coach, Josh Louis Jackson. Brenner Pittman, also an assistant coach, but he's a newlywed and he's enjoying honeymoon with Alexa Goodwin, now Alexa Pittman, and we were able to congratulate them a few days ago. And congratulations to the Pittmans, newlyweds here, both graduates and soccer players of Trinity Baptist College. Matt Hotchkin is in his first season at the helm of the men's soccer team for Bob Jones University. He is also a BJU graduate, spent a lot of time in other places and has come back to his alma mater, and he's leading his Bruins to a terrific 5-1-1 record on the season. Bob Jones and Pensacola leading the South region. That tournament is scheduled to begin in just a couple of weeks. Pass all the way inside to Peter Waddy. And a collision and a whistle. And Waddy is going to get called for the foul. And Trinity Baptist will have a free kick deep in their own defensive side of the field. We have updated the women's basketball schedule earlier today. So go to tbceagles.com. The November 3rd game against Warner University will not happen. And the women's basketball game against Trinity College of Florida that was slated for Thursday, November 5th is now going to happen on Friday, November 6th at 6 p.m., followed by the first men's basketball game of the season, also against Trinity College of Florida. That's scheduled for 8 p.m. on Friday, November 6th. That ball goes out of bounds and a throw-in for the TBC Eagles. So both basketball schedules available on tbceagles.com. The latest updates are there. The JV team for Coach John D. Jones will also begin play very soon. Nick Lockridge with a man coming on behind him is able to hit Trey Nieves. Burke still trying to get in for the attempt. Nieves is able to keep him away from the ball. The lights are now on. It may take a few more minutes before they really come into effect, as it's starting to get close toward twilight here in Jacksonville. Paris Reagan giving chase, but the Bruins keep it away from the Eagles' leading scorer. And an offsides called against Charlie Barkman, or rather Conley Burke, and a free kick for the Eagles. Reagan scored twice against Johnson on Tuesday, but to Clan Owen, Reese will remember this, 4 goals against Johnson. Pablo Garcia also had a hat trick, so the Eagles offense came to life this past Tuesday in a South Region win. 2 defenders keep Reagan away from the ball. James McCarty has already made some really nice defensive plays. Hasbrook pushes LaRiche to the backfield. But the Bruins looking to send one upfield and hopefully get into scoring position. No score, approximately 20 minutes into the first half. Each team has 2 games remaining in the regular season. We'll tell you those. We get a good opportunity in just a bit. Lariche gets around one defender, trying now to get around Hasbrook. Instead, he hits Figueroa just outside the box, back to Lariche. Sends this one inside, but that one is booted upfield by Lockridge, who is a very solid defender in his own right for the TBC Eagles. Eagles are playing very aggressively here in the first half, and we got a reaching in foul called against Alex Ruiz and a free kick for the TBC Eagles. After tonight, Bob Jones has 2 games remaining in the regular season, both on the road. Next Thursday at Carolina University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. 7 p.m. kickoff time as we have a whistle called against Hasbrook, and it looks like Hasbrook is going to pick up a yellow card. So about 21 minutes in, first caution of the game. Well, the official's talking with Nathan Williams, not Hasbrook, so it looks like Williams is the gentleman who was called for the yellow. Or it could be that Williams, being the team captain, was able to step in there, because the contact I really thought was Hasbrook. All right, we've been verified that it was Evan Hasbrook. A long pass inside and over the head of Conley Burke into the possession of Trey Nieves. Nieves, we've seen him with that big booting punt way past the circle. Chris Manchewski rolls it to his teammates, and they play catch in the backfield, looking for a good chance to advance. I thought I heard a whistle, but that had a similar sound to it just a second ago, but no whistle, and now we do, as Declan Owen is called for the tripping foul, and the Bruins waste no time getting the ball back into play. Peter Waddy was the gentleman who went down. He's back on his feet, already heading upfield. Lariche from the left side of the box, wall pass, but Nathan Williams is able to beat Lariche to the ball and clear it upfield. Well, because of some technical issues, I'm unable to see who is watching us tonight, but do appreciate, I always like seeing your names on the screen, giving you a shout out. Unfortunately, unable to do that this evening. But we do appreciate you watching us here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Pass to the left side to Barkman. He sends it toward the middle and over the head of Berkeley. And a shot attempt up and over the crossbar. That will be a goal kick. Micah Klein taking that shot, got underneath and looked like he lost his footing as well, and that might have cost him a chance at the first goal of the game. Bruins have taken 3 shots, 2 on goal, both saved. Eagles have not had an opportunity just yet. Eagles scored or shot the ball over 60 times. Here's Reagan. Maybe he can get inside and get off a shot. Guanipa heading in. The pass to Guanipa is knocked down and out of bounds on Alex Ruiz's terrific effort to get back and get between the ball and Guanipa. So a corner kick for the Eagles. I believe they took 62 shots Tuesday against Johnson, Florida. And over 40 of those were on goal. So they were excessively aggressive against the Suns. Reagan will take the corner kick. Right in front of the goal and punched away by Manchewski. A really nice effort. Owens tries to fire this one off from deep range. Or check that, Diaz. That one missed high and wide to the left, but Xavier Diaz takes the first shot of the evening for the TBC Eagles. I do mix up Owen and Diaz quite a bit. They resemble each other well. Same build and an 8 and a 6 on their jersey. There's a pass all the way downfield toward the corner. Figueroa trying to get by Nathan Williams. Sends this one inside. Good D once again by the Eagles. And loose ball in front of the goal. Hasbrook with a man coming on. And Declan Owen very consciously clears this one to the side. LaRiche sends this one into the center of the box. Headed up in the air. Bounces into the hands of Nieves. I couldn't tell if that was an Eagle or a Bruin who made that last header. But Trey Nieves keeps that one out of the net. And another big punt. You know, as often as the Jaguars have to punt, they might want to call Trey Nieves. And we have the ball out of bounds all the way across the field. Of course, the Jaguars, a team full of rookies this year. Gardner Minshew really just in his second full season. He's doing all he can. He's playing very well. There's a discussion right at the midfield stripe between the center official and Conley Burke. And now we're back underway with the Bruins throw-in. And speaking of football, the Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors pulled off another big win last night, 14-6 over perennial powerhouse Robert E. Lee. They went into, it's called the backyard, the home turf of the Lee Generals. Quarterback Ja'Cory Jordan ran for one touchdown, 39 yards, and then threw for another. And the defense, once again, in 5 consecutive games, has held the opposition to single digits. And they picked up another big win against another big powerhouse. So congratulations, Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors varsity football. We have about 20 minutes remaining in the first half and no score. Here's a loose ball. Hasbrook with LaRiche giving chase. They collide. That ball got away, and Nieves had to make a dive and keep the ball. It looked like he was headed toward the net. And now Nieves will keep this one on the ground and boot it towards midfield. That one looked like it hit off Hasbrook's foot, and Nieves had to restructure his footing, and he was able to make the play on the dive. Trey Nieves, the junior from Leominster, Massachusetts, his first season here at Trinity Baptist, and we're very glad to have him. All the way to the far corner, Caleb Myers sends this one inside over everybody. LaRiche, though, is able to knock that one down. Now he's battled by Hasbrook. Hasbrook forces the big man to the outside. That's Figueroa, guarded by Aliki Hilbert. And a cross pass all the way to the far side. Connor Barton, the freshman, gets his body in front of the ball and knocks it out of bounds. And a throw-in for the Bruins. Caleb Myers all the way across the field will get us back underway. Bruins try to send this one inside. Figueroa missed his target, and that ball sails out of bounds, and a goal kick for TBC. This is an absolutely beautiful night. No breeze whatsoever right now. Temperature's about 77 degrees. Lights are starting to take good effect. A long pass downfield, but out of the reach of Reagan. And we have a whistle all the way back on the defensive side of the field for the Eagles. I was watching the ball, so I didn't see what the whistle was for on the other side of the field. Official now talking with Gashid LaRiche, and looks like everybody's all right. Chris Moncheski ready to get us back underway. Well, the officials calling for the ball, making sure everybody's ready. Play resumes, and we're coming up on about 18 minutes left. I always say my time unofficial. The gentlemen in the orange jerseys are keeping track of that on the field. Right in front of us is Charlie Barkman. He hits the Rishi. Barkman heads toward the corner. Figueroa takes the shot. That one gets away, and Figueroa either misdirected or it was actually a pass, but I thought he was gearing up for the shot. Eagles win that battle for the ball near midfield. Nazir Guanipa gets around one defender but dribbled a little too strongly. Gets the ball back. He and Garcia, though, had the ball taken away. Figueroa just past midfield. Little finesse move towards Barkman near the corner. Hasbrook gets in on the defense. Bruins setting up an opportunity. Larice takes the shot, but he pushes that one well wide of the goal. That is the second attempt of the evening for Gashid Larish. First one was on goal. Trey Nieves will take the goal kick. And that low line drive pushed toward the left side and out of bounds. So throw in for the Bruins. Loose ball near midfield, won by the Bruins. This time Lockridge is able to intercept a pass, tries to get it upfield, but the Bruins knock it back, and Nieves will keep this one on the ground. Big boot all the way past midfield. Hilbert could not get to the ball before Barkman was able to maintain possession for the Bruins. Pass toward the center. Knocked down. Garcia hits Guanipa. Hilbert gets the ball past Barkman, a race, and Barkman is going to get there first and get it back to his keeper. Eddie Young heads over to the table. He'll check in, get onto the field at the next opportunity. Eddie Young wears number 22 for the TBC Eagles. He's a freshman from Rockledge, Florida. Ball right in front of us. Figueroa dribbles past midfield. Now a battle for the ball between Burke and Hilbert toward the corner. Burke keeps it in bounds, hits Figueroa. And that one taken away by Pablo Garcia. Looking for Reagan. And able to get his foot on it was James McCarty and keep the ball away from Paris Reagan, but it will be corner kick for the Eagles, and a left-footed kicker, Paris Reagan, will have a chance to curve this one inward toward the goal. So Reagan gets the whistle. And it looks like he's going to give way to Nazir Guanipa. Tap in towards Reagan, who sends it inside, and a header attempt by Hasbrook. That'll credit him with a shot on goal. and the first save of the night for Chris Moncheski. Good execution, but Moncheski was right there to make the play. Owens able to win that battle for the ball. Eddie Young now on the field for the Eagles. He wears number 22 right in front of the camera. Out of bounds all the way across the field. TBC will have a throw in. Bruins get the ball back, advance upfield quickly. Figueroa inside the box. Hasbrook gets on top of him on defense. Hasbrook and Williams get back very quickly and keep Figueroa from getting off the shot. Good defense by two of the team leaders out there on the field. Evan Hasbrook, number 20. Nathan Williams, number 10. That was hustle as Williams had to go a long way. Hasbrook got there first, forced Figueroa to change his plans, and by the time Figueroa was able to gear up, Williams was back there and they cleared it away. The corner kick, though, from the Bruins, and they retain possession back at midfield. Long pass toward Figueroa. He gets inside the box, sends it in the middle. Connor Barton clears that one away. That was intended for Barkman, and Barkman swing and a miss, and Connor Barton was then able to get that one away. Now I can see the names on the screen. Garrett Husky, Sharon Robertson, Kelsey Zirkle, Kyle Hasbrook, fans of both teams. Christopher Lockridge, no score. Kerry Leitner asking, and we have approximately 11 minutes remaining in the first half. And we have a collision. It is outside the box, so it'll be called against Clan Owen on the blocking foul. That is fortunately outside the box. It will be a free direct kick, however. Host of Bruins surrounding the ball, and the official explaining to Clan Owen why the foul was called. Figueroa now setting up for the free kick, and a couple of other Bruins still surrounding the ball as well. And again, we had that pickup game behind us. And Figueroa waiting for the whistle. A five-man wall set up by the Eagles defense. To the left, watch out for James McCarty. And this shot is out of bounds, wide to the right. Eli Solomon was right there. All he had to do was beat the keeper, but he got out in front a little bit too much and pulled that one to the right. Well, Nieves got out there enough to force Solomon to change his shot, just enough to where Solomon was not able to connect. Andrew Arrowwood getting ready to check into the game at the next opportunity. He wears number 2. Hasbrook and Figueroa battling for the ball. Contact, no call. Figueroa comes away with possession, and the pass to Conley Burke. Over to the left side. Nathan Williams on the defense, and we'll have ourselves a whistle. It'll be a blocking foul against Nathan Williams. And another free direct kick coming up for the Bruins. Charlie Barkman getting ready to take the kick. Peter Waddy also in the vicinity, so it could be either one. Again, the Bruins look like they're going to hang back and then make a charge as the kick is about to get underway. It will be Waddy taking the kick. Sends this one to the top of the box, off the foot of Nathan Williams. Volleyed up into the air. Lockridge able to move it. That shot attempt hits off Lockridge and then out of bounds. Figueroa with the left-footed attempt. His first shot of the night. We've mentioned Mario Figueroa's name quite a bit. Very impressive looking freshman from Puerto Ordaz, Venezuela. Trey Nieves, another big foot past midfield and sent back up by the Bruins. There's Figueroa once again. Inside the circle, a battle for the ball will go out of bounds at midfield. Bruins goalkeeper Chris Moncheski, a senior from Sterling, Virginia, majoring in exercise science. He's played a terrific goal all season long. Just 5 goals allowed. He has 18 saves, and again in 7 games. That means that the Bruins are not allowing too many shots on goal. That one goes out of bounds, and the Bruins will keep possession. By my time, I have about 7 minutes left. I'll check with the official, see if that is correct when I get an opportunity. Looks like about 7 minutes remaining until halftime. Figueroa takes the header from Hasbrook, but the Eagles are able to clear this one away. Eddie Young sends it past midfield. James McCarty trying to reset another play for the Bruins. This is Barkman inside the box. Lockridge, as he usually does, gets in front of the ball, and a big boot by the big man towards Paris Reagan. McCarty and Reagan. It's Reagan getting inside the box, but McCarty's able to come from behind and get the steal, and he got some help from Alex Ruiz. So those two who've teamed up well so far tonight kept Paris Reagan from getting off the shot. And now a blocking foul called against the Bruins will give TBC a free direct kick. Looks like about 8 or 9 yards outside the corner of the penalty area on the far side. Micah Klein, it looked like, was called for the foul. Reagan and Diaz over near the ball. We'll see who takes the kick. It will be Reagan right towards the goal and headed away. Garcia whiffed as he tried to take the shot. Lockridge with the side shot attempt from Nick Lockridge. His first attempt of the night. It was on goal and save number 2 by Chris Moncheski. Figueroa at midfield. Waiting to get in as Micah Hennigan has himself 4 goals and a couple of assists on the season. Collision over in the corner near the ball. No call. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for the Eagles. Heading onto the field now will be Micah Hennigan. Told you a moment ago he has himself 4 goals and 2 assists on the season. Hennigan is a freshman from Barragata, Guatemala. Majoring in business administration at Bob Jones University. Paris Reagan finds Guanipa. 1 man to beat, now 2, and the Bruins defense gets back in a hurry. And Guanipa finds Eddie Young right in front of us on the near side. Good sliding tackle by Micah King, keeping the ball away from Young. Both teams have been very good and very tight on the defensive side of the field. Figueroa sends this one toward the goal, and almost a dangerous play by Lockridge, but he kept it away from the area, and that one sails over the goal. That was a pass attempt. Markman got under that one, and a goal kick for the Eagles. Approximately 3 to 4 minutes remaining until halftime. No score. Bob Jones has taken 6 shots by my count, 2 of those on goal. Trinity Baptist, 3 total, 2 shots on goal. Out of bounds, last touched by a Bruin, so TBC will have the throw in. That is Guanipa getting around one defender. However, Ruiz gets on top of Guanipa. Bruins are able to clear this one away. Here's Connor Barton. He has a goal on the season. Eddie Young backs this one up. A collision right at midfield. Young is down, and we're going to have a whistle. And that should be a foul against Bob Jones. Eagles have 12 players. Eddie Young did not start. He is the reserve, and he's the man on the ground for TBC. And Young looks like he's going to be all right. Shakes that one off. These are tough gentlemen. And Reese, I've heard people try to tell me soccer's a non-contact sport. I played it for 4 years. And as we see right out there, I can tell you from experience, it's a contact sport. Not supposed to be, but it is. Evan Hasbrook will take the free kick. All available attackers into position, as are all BJU defenders. Hasbrook will send this one into the box. Owen trying to get the shot off, but it's cleared away by a Bruins defender towards midfield. Andrew Arrowwood all alone now with Diaz coming up from behind. Diaz is able to just barely get the ball away from Arrowwood. A collision and no call. Barkman now on the left side finds Figueroa. He gets inside the box. Tries to dribble around Hasbrook, and this one is knocked up into the air. And we have a whistle, and that's going to bring us to the halftime intermission. And Bob Jones pleading for a handball inside the penalty box, but they're not going to get the call. And we're heading into halftime with the score tied 0-0. And during halftime, we'll check with Reese about all the numbers. And just before the second half begins, we'll come back on and keep you up to date on all that's happened here between the Bruins of Bob Jones University and the home team Eagles of Trinity Baptist College. 15 minutes. We'll be back in about 13. Stay with us. And we are back with the second half between the Bruins and the Eagles. No score as both defenses and both goalkeepers played very tight in the first half. Bob Jones took 7 shots, got 2 of those on goal. Trinity Baptist 4 total shots, 2 of those on goal. Nobody has found the back of the net, and the Bruins will have the kickoff to start the second half of play. Chris Moncheski, 2 saves for Bob Jones University. Trey Nieves, 2 saves for the TBC Eagles, and the second half is now underway. Start to wonder about the fatigue factor as the Eagles are playing with 12 tonight. Bob Jones has well over 20 players available tonight. 2 of the Bruins were unable to make it, but they are very well staffed here this evening. They get upfield very quickly, and Nathan Williams clears this one away. The skies have darkened for nighttime. Lights in full effect, and there's a cross pass knocked away by Pablo Garcia. Hard to tell if that was a shot or a pass attempt. Trey Nieves picked that one up, and that goes down as a shot. And that'll be second attempt by Micah Klein, his first on goal, and save number 3 for Trey Nieves. And as it gets dark, it's a little tougher to see all the way across the field. Hopefully you'll be able to see it on your screen, and we can tell you who's doing what with the ball over on the far side. Only a couple of minutes into the second half, so pull up a chair. A lot more soccer coming up. This is a South Region matchup between the Eagles and the Bruins, and a throw-in as the Eagles are now going from the right to the left. Again, wearing the home whites, and the Bruins now going from the left to the right, wearing the navy blues with the white numbers. Throw in for Bob Jones. Well, the Bruins had more ball control up front, but fairly close in possession as far as opportunities to get off the shots go. Both defenses playing very well. Nick Lockridge and Nathan Williams and Evan Hasbrook leading the Eagles on defense. James McCarty and Alex Ruiz have done a terrific job helping out Chris Moncheski for Bob Jones University. Eagles at midfield. That's Hasbrook with a man coming up from behind. All the way over to the far side, Guanipa looking for Eddie Young, but this one got away from Young and into the possession of Bob Jones. McCarty looking for a man on the right side. That is Micah Hennigan. He sends it in front of the box, and Declan Owen able to clear that one away. Second half means free substitutions, and again, the Bruins with the man advantage as far as a number of players available. Nice play by Garcia. Here's Xavier Diaz right in front of us. Hey, I got a save. I was able to knock that one down with my glove hand. It's going to hurt later on, but I was able to get my hand on the ball and credit me with a save. Well, it was headed right for your head there, Reese, so I will get a save for that one. Meanwhile, McCarty goes inside, and Nathan Williams knocks that one up in the air, and then Diaz heads it away. And this one to the sideline. Kept in bounds by Hennigan. And that one in toward the center and grabbed by Nieves. That was a pass attempt. Hodari Twishimi was right there ready to make the attempt, but Trey Nieves beat him to the ball. Hodari Twishime. Hennigan able to find Caleb Myers, and the Bruins back it up and try to set up a chance to advance in a potential scoring position. Still no score. We're about 6 minutes into the second half. All the way to the far side, right in front of the practice net. Nathan Williams battles with Twishime, and that one goes out of bounds off Twishime, and Trinity Baptist will have a throw-in. Much different starting lineup in the second half for Bob Jones, and they started the ball game with. But again, they have the manpower. They brought a large roster down to Jacksonville. Eagles are without Richard Vasquez and Rodolfo Infante due to injury. Of course, Rogini DeCaster injured very early in the season, unable to play. Bruins got the ball in the potential scoring area, or rather the Eagles did, but the Bruins were able to clear it away. Now on the move and getting tripped up from behind is a Bruin attacker over on the far side. That was Caleb Myers, and Hasbrook will be called for the trip and a free kick for the Bruins. Sent towards midfield. Micah Klein to the right side. Myers. Possession and a pass. This is Twishime with a man on. Pablo Garcia forces him to send the ball to the center. And then McCarty, who was playing a lot of defense in the first half, now up front. Trying to get himself into scoring position. And contact, no call. Owen comes away with the ball. Guanipa looking for Reagan, but this one's headed back upfield by Jordan Cruz. So right in front of us, Myers has a man open in Burke, but Burke is beyond the defense and is called for the offsides. So a free kick coming for the Eagles. Eagles take their time, getting ready. Nieves will take the free kick. Nick Lockridge, as he does quite a bit. This time, though, not heading upfield. He'll do that quite a bit when given that opportunity. He's going to hang back near midfield and keep the Bruins pushed and not try to advance too far. Ball bounces up. Garcia deflects it. Bruins come away with possession. Now Lockridge steps up, unable to control the ball, however. Four men giving chase for the ball. Nieves comes out of the goal and is able to knock that one toward the sideline. Conley Burke with the shot attempt, but Nieves was able to get in front of the ball for his fourth save. Risky play, but it paid off for the junior goalkeeper. Nieves being very aggressive, and this one goes out of bounds. Hilbert tried to send it upfield, but that one bounced off the top of his foot, so a throw in for the Bruins. Right at midfield, McCarty is able to get the ball away from Reagan. Figueroa against Garcia. And Figueroa beats Garcia. Gets around. Hilbert nearly took the ball away. Garcia now boots this one past midfield. Myers to the right side. Has a man open at the sideline. This is Hennigan. He meets up with a trio of Eagles defenders, however, and Hilbert now battling with Burke for the ball. Burke wins the battle. Reagan giving chase, but he'll not get there in time. Long pass, but the only man in the vicinity is Trey Nieves. Nieves with that big sideline punt. Eddie Young sends it upfield, looking for Reagan, a little bit out of Reagan's reach. Bruins looking to set up another chance to advance up into the scoring territory. This is Klein to McCarty, who's backed up more on the defensive side. Now he charges upfield. All the way across the field, man trying to get inside, and the shot is a goal for the Bruins. Nieves made the dive, could not get there. The Bruins are on the board. That score from number 23, Conley Burke, his fourth attempt, third on goal. And the Bruins lead at 1-0. Comes about 12 minutes into the second half. First score of the game for either team. And the way the defenses have been playing, that could turn out big for Bob Jones. Bruins looking to double the lead as Lockridge gets back and knocks this one out of bounds, and that'll be a corner kick for Bob Jones. First corner kick of the second half. Well, Conley Burke connected. Inside the box, Nieves made a great effort. There's a corner kick curved in, and the header attempt by Burke. This one goes wide to the right. That'll be his fifth attempt of the night. He has 3 on goal and 1 in. Bruins already advancing towards the inside of the box. Now they slow it down just a bit, allow their teammates to get into position. Figueroa to the left side of the box, and Lockridge is able to clear that one back towards midfield. Garcia and Klein battling across the field. Eddie Young sends it up Trinity's way, and this one is out of bounds. It'll be an Eagles throw-in. One nothing. Bob Jones leads. In case you missed it, just about 2 minutes ago, Conley Burke has scored the only goal of the game so far. Long throw in towards Reagan, but this one is headed toward the sideline, and a whistle, a foul called against Guanipa, and a free kick for the Bruins. These two schools are going to meet very early in the basketball season at Bob Jones. November 14th, if I'm remembering correctly. So South Region basketball getting started early in the season. That is correct. Saturday, November 14th, a 6 p.m. tip-off. Men's basketball, Trinity Baptist at BJU. At midfield, Garcia backs this one up. Nieves will set, and he will fire towards Hilbert. A little bit out of Hilbert's reach, however, and this one will go out of bounds. And a throw in for the Bruins, and we have a whistle at midfield. And a yellow card is being called on Conley Burke. Comes about 15 minutes into the second half. So the yellow card assigned to Conley Burke, and the official now talking with Coach Matt Hotchkin, letting him know what the call was for. So the clock stops while they process the yellow card. Bruins have a throw-in, and we are ready to resume play. There's a whistle. We will resume. And throwing this one is Caleb Myers. McCarty takes the throw in, gets past midfield, sends it all the way to the far side. Waddy dribbled the ball a little too far out in front of himself. Eagles clear it out of bounds. Still Bruins possession. Hasbrook on the defensive Waddy. Both men go down, and there's going to be a foul called against Evan Hasbrook. And that ball was outside the box. So that will be a free kick for Bob Jones. Eagles get their defenders in front of the goal. Here is the kick instead of tap to Waddy. Guanipa coming up on the defense. Waddy sends it back to the outside. Figueroa guarded by Williams. And Nathan Williams knocks this one out of bounds, but keeps Figueroa from getting the ball further inside. So a corner kick for the Bruins. Bob Jones 1, Trinity Baptist nothing. We're about 18 minutes into the second half. Corner kick goes over everybody. Shot attempt, and McCarty got underneath that one and missed high and pushed it a little wide to the right as well. But James McCarty takes his first attempt of the night. Hard low line drive off the foot of Nieves. Caleb Meyer taps the ball toward midfield. Bruins back this one up and look for another chance to advance. A long pass toward the far side. Waddy knocks this one down. And that's going to be a violation against Waddy as he and Hasbrook collide. And Hasbrook slow to get up. In fact, still on his knees. And Eagles have only one reserve, Connor Barton at the moment. But Evan Hasbrook still hunched over on his knees on the far side. Now he's starting to get up slowly, but he is up. And Hasbrook is going to come off the field, so Connor Barton will get ready to take over for Evan Hasbrook. Well, Eagles have 2 games remaining after tonight. Nathan Williams talking with the official. Hasbrook is coming off. He's coming off slowly, but he is coming off. Connor Barton ready to check in. And Barton heads back onto the field. Check that, 1 game left for the Eagles. That'll be next Thursday, 4 p.m. start time against the Conquistadors of Florida National University. That's a home game and the final regular season game for Trinity Baptist College men's soccer. Foul called against the Bruins. Free kick coming up for, or check that, called against the Eagles. Free kick coming for the Bruins. So the regular season comes to end this Thursday, October 29th. Again, the Eagles host Florida National University. We'll have that one for you here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. 3 men go for the ball. It goes out of bounds, and Bruins Last ones to touch it, so TBC will have the throw in. The South Region Men's Soccer Tournament slated to begin on November 4th at Pensacola Christian College over in the Western Florida Panhandle. Out of bounds, that'll be Bob Jones's possession. Bruins have had much better ball control on their offensive side of the field throughout the early portions of the second half. Toward the far side. Waddy trying to get inside, but Owen with the interception. Bruins able to reclaim possession very quickly now. Here's Waddy outside the box. He fires and misses just high and over the crossbar. Trey Nieves went as high as he could reach. That one was out of his reach, and fortunately for Nieves and the Eagles, over the crossbar. Peter Waddy with his first attempt of the night. Another big leg of Trey Nieves towards well past midfield. Hilbert will be called for the pushing foul, and Bob Jones will have possession and a free kick. Hilbert and Myers, but Hilbert called for the foul. Bruins taking their time getting back underway. And the official blows that one dead. Something that looks like a penalty flag from football is down there on the field by the official. Long pass toward Waddy on the left side, just outside the box. He's trying to get around two, takes the shot right into the hands of Trey Nieves. Peter Waddy with his second attempt. Trey Nieves right there, his fifth save overall, third of the second half. Nazir Guanipa with Waddy coming up from behind. Able to get past Waddy, then collides, and the ball goes out of bounds off the Bruins. Eagles have the throw in. Figueroa dribbling around Garcia. Inside the circle. Figueroa with some good footwork to keep the ball away from Pablo Garcia, and then he finds Hennigan on the right side. Bruins back it up towards midfield. Myers gets through two defenders. Xavier Diaz clears it back towards midfield. Long pass towards Hennigan. Diaz beats Hennigan to the ball, off his foot, out of bounds. Bruins have a throw-in. Bruins back in the backfield, but send it back up very quickly. Gashi Larishi waiting to check back in. Throw in for TBC. Got about 20 minutes remaining. Check that again. One nothing Bruins. A shot is knocked down. Hennigan with the attempt. Nieves is able to block it. Hennigan tried a second time and knocked that one out of bounds. So for Micah Hennigan, give him 2 shots, 1 on goal, and a save to Trey Nieves. So if my time is right, I have approximately 20 minutes remaining. Bob Jones leads 1-0. This is Klein with the shot and another save by Nieves. Klein struck that one very well. Micah Klein. And Trey Nieves on the dive. Playing a great goal tonight. Only one has gotten past Trey Nieves. Bruins are starting to pile on the total shots, however. $17 total shots for the Bruins. Trinity Baptist has 4. Bruins again have had the ball control on their offensive side of the field all throughout this second half. They are starting to fire off shot after shot. Trey Nieves has been terrific in the goal box. There's Nieves with the punt. All the way past midfield. Declan Owen unable to hit his man, and Garcia with the steal. Guanipa to the far side, backs up, lets his attackers get upfield, looking for Reagan outside the box on the far side, and this one is cleared away, but the Eagles will have a throw-in deep in the offensive side of the field. James McCarty, who's been both offense and defense in this second half, got back there, cleared that one away. And another throw-in coming for TBC. Evan Hasbrook ready to check back in at the next opportunity. Bruins were able to get possession back and send this one upfield very quickly. Waddy on the far side. Lockridge, though, is able to clear that one away. And that will allow the TBC Eagles defense to get back. Also the attackers for the Bruins to get into position. Hilbert had a little trouble trying to clear that one upfield. Eagles, though, do get possession. Reagan heading downfield, the pass a little bit out of his reach. And McCarty at midfield will send it into the offensive side. Pass all the way across the field. Diaz, though, gets his body on the ball, takes it away from the Bruins, hits Guanipa right at midfield. Diaz sends it up towards Reagan, a little bit out of his reach, however. And a couple of headers. Contact. Nathan Williams comes away with the ball. Toshime is able to eventually get the ball away from Nathan Williams, and this one cleared out by Owen. Long range shot by McCarty, and another save for Nieves. James McCarty's second attempt, first on goal. Save number 8 overall for Trey Nieves. Bob Jones heading towards midfield. Owen is able to get that one back up toward the Eagles' way. However, Bob Jones able to reclaim possession. About 17 minutes remaining, 1-0 Bob Jones. There's a long pass all the way across the field and upfield towards Waddy. Ball gets away from Waddy, out of bounds, and we'll see what the call is. It'll be a goal kick for Trey Nieves. Evan Hasbrook back onto the field. Eddie Young will head off to make room. Coming up on the 16-minute mark. Nieves gets the whistle. Takes his time. And a low line drive past midfield. Knocked down by the Bruins. Eagles able to reclaim possession on their offensive side, but that pass a little bit out of the reach of Hilbert. And Risa, as the sun has gone down, the mosquitoes are starting to come out. They're going to keep me awake. At midfield, battle for the ball, won by the Bruins. This is Waddy across the field, almost stolen away by Guanipa. Bruins back it up. Look for another chance. They want to extend a current one-goal lead. TBC looking for the chance to get the equalizer. Bob Jones won the first matchup 6-0 back on September 26th. And that pass intended for Waddy, well out of his reach and out of bounds. Eli Solomon heading onto the field now for Coach Hotchkin. Hodari Toshime will come out to make room as Solomon, whom we saw in the first half, back onto the field. Solomon looking for the pass, and that one got out of the reach. That was Gashi Larishi, the intended recipient. That one goes off the foot of Declan Owen and out of bounds. Throw in all the way across the field. Bruins get it back into play immediately. Hennigan misdirects his pass attempt, and this one's knocked out of bounds by Diaz, and the Bruins will have a throw-in. Myers comes up from the defensive side to take the throw-in. Klein backs it up to midfield. Ruiz sends it all the way across. That one goes off the foot. Peter Waddy and out of bounds, and the Eagles have a throw-in. Under 15 minutes to go. And Eagles looking to tie up the game, get a chance to get upfield and get off that potential game-tying shot. Throw in towards Reagan, a little bit short. Lockridge will tap it back to Nieves. A man comes on. That was Solomon. A loose ball. Nieves had to hustle back to try to get back into the goal. Williams and Lockridge able to keep Bob Jones from getting off a shot. And Hilbert's able to get the ball away from the Bruins. He'll head down toward the corner and try to get into position. Meanwhile, the pass towards Owen at midfield. Finds Garcia. And Garcia unable to get around Ruiz. Bob Jones on the defense, able to take the ball away and get upfield very quickly. And that pass is well out of the reach of the intended recipient, and Nieves picks it up with ease. Looking for Figueroa, but Figueroa unable to get there in time. Manchewski Keeps this one on the ground. Finds teammates in the backfield. Long pass. Across the field and up the field. Now headed toward the right side of the box. This is Hennigan. Dribbles back inside. A sliding tackle by Diaz. Takes the ball away momentarily. Larici now guarded by Diaz. On the sideline. Pass will be nullified as that ball went past the end line for a goal kick. Well, Larici did all he could to try to get the ball back into the scoring area, but it crossed the goal line. Doesn't matter where the player is, it matters where the ball is. Now Nieves will take his time and allow the Eagles to get upfield. Another low line drive. And sent back up to the Bob Jones side. Lockridge, big man with the header. Reagan giving chase, but he had to get through 4 Bruin defenders. Lockridge has come up from the backfield. Hits Guanipa on the far side outside the box. Battle for the ball. And this one stays in bounds. Bruins on the advance. Figueroa getting into position. Gets the shot off and pushed it wide to the right. So Mario Figueroa with his second attempt. And the Eagles will have a throw-in over near the corner. Gabriel Emery getting ready to check in for the Bruins, as is John Fahmy. Solomon after the header. Could not beat Nathan Williams to the ball. Eagles defense is able to clear that one away. Guanipa could not beat the man to the ball. Jordan Cruz was able to win that race, send it back upfield. Here's Hennigan. The bounce pass, and this one to Solomon, and off Solomon's foot, and out of bounds wide to the right. Initially, I didn't see Solomon there. He was blocked. My view anyway, to Eagles, but that pass towards Solomon went off his foot and out of bounds. Attempt number 2 for Eli Solomon. Coming up on the 10-minute mark, and the Bruins lead 1-0. Only goal scored by Conley Burke in minute 52. McCarty finds Fahmy, who just entered the game. Reagan at midfield, but Ruiz was able to beat Reagan to the ball. He cleared it out of bounds. It's Eagles throw-in right at midfield. Hasbrook trying to send it upfield, but the Bruins on the defense get it back toward the stripe. That one went off the foot of an Eagle. Bruins have the throw-in. They're leading 1-0, but they want to tack on and make it even more difficult for the Eagles. Trinity Baptist unable to get that chance to tie it up so far. Hennigan just outside the box. Hits Solomon near the end line, but out of the reach of Eli Solomon. Goal kick for Nieves. And again, the Eagles with 12 players. They've had to go the entire way. A foul called against Bob Jones. Eagles will have a chance now to get the ball well into scoring opportunity. Bruins able to stay fresh with the substitutions, but credit these TBC Eagles playing hard the entire way, not giving up, just 1 goal behind. Okay, official tells us we have about 5 minutes remaining. Eagles again with a chance to get the ball into the scoring area. Hasbrook sends it in front of the goal. Lockridge header. And that one did not go. Bruins were able to clear it away. Good opportunity for the Eagles, but BJU on the defense kept the ball from going into the net and tying up the game. Eddie Young back at the table, ready to check in. Reagan looking for Guanipa near the corner. And this one goes out of bounds off TBC, so it will be a Bob Jones throw-in. Coming up on about 4 minutes remaining. 1-0 Bob Jones leads. Eddie Young heading in. Eliki Hilbert heading out. Eagles well on the offensive side will have the throw-in. Declan Owen, the intended recipient, but that one goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for the Bruins. Bruins can now try to work down the clock. Of course, if they get an opportunity, they're going to try to extend this 1-0 lead. Emery sends the ball toward the corner. Hasbrook coming up on defense. Bruins will slow it down, use up the clock, and allow their teammates to get in position. Here's a shot attempt taken and missed high. John Falmy with his first attempt of the night. Goal kick for Nieves. Eagles need to get the ball on the other side of the field quickly. There's another shot attempt. That was Peter Waddy. His third overall. 9th save for Trey Nieves. Lockridge has a man coming up from behind. Solomon is able to get the ball away from Lockridge, and it looks like Lockridge will be called for the foul. Right at midfield, a free kick for the Bruins. Eagles will get their defense into position. Just a couple of minutes remaining, and the Bruins taking their time, working down the clock. And a long pass toward the goal. This one curves to the left and out of bounds. And a goal kick for Nieves. Under 2 minutes to go. Diaz sends this one upfield, but as they've done all night, the Bruins defenders have kept the ball away from the Eagles attackers. Ruiz finds a man all the way across the field. Knocked down by Lockridge. Williams looking for Young. Hennigan coming up from behind. Right at midfield, man down, no call. He's all right. Right back up on his feet is Eddie Young. Reagan coming on. They were able to keep the ball away. Myers sends this one upfield. Solomon all alone. Nieves coming out of the goal. And we have contact as Nieves runs into a Bruins player. And Trey Nieves is going to be called for the foul, and we'll see if he draws a card. And Trey Nieves looks like he will be charged with a yellow card. So he made the collision. Looked like Peter Waddy is the man that Nieves collided with. Now, where was that is the call. Was that inside the box or out? Waddy is carrying the ball inside the box. And it looks like that's going to be a penalty kick opportunity if what I'm seeing is correct. I think so. I thought he did. I saw he was holding the card. All right, so Peter Waddy is going to set up for the penalty kick. We have about a minute remaining. Waddy and Nieves waiting for the whistle. Waddy makes his approach, fires, and scores. So Peter Waddy scores on the penalty kick right as time expires, and the final score, Bob Jones University 2, Trinity Baptist College nothing. An excellent ball game, well played by both defenses. We're going to call Trey Nieves a player of the game as he had to face a barrage of shots in the second half, finished overall with 9 saves, and many of those saves had to come on the dive. A great effort by the Eagles, but they come up 2 goals short as Bob Jones wins this one 2-0. Conley Burke scores in minute 52, and then right at the final whistle, Peter Waddy on the penalty kick connects, and that brings us to our final score. Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us here on TBC Eagles on YouTube one more time in the men's soccer season this Thursday afternoon at 4 p.m. as the Eagles take on Florida National University. Dean Bureau, our cameraman, Reese Johnson, our official scorekeeper, John D. Jones, the athletic director, and Mr. Dan Robertson, the head coach of the TBC Eagles, and our game day coordinator, Mr. Josh Jackson. I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you.